You run. The wind whips your face and people see freedom, but what you feel is pure terror. Being a horse isn't about nobility or galloping toward the sunset. It's about being a 360-degree machine of constant panic. Your body is a biological contradiction. Powerful muscles held up by glass legs and a digestive system that can kill you if you eat the wrong grass. You are not the king of the plains. You are a 500-kilo prey animal that lives every second waiting for the moment the world tries to devour you. The world appears to you as a blur of cold light and a metallic smell of blood and amniotic fluid. You do not have the luxury of rest. While other mammals spend weeks protected in dens, your biology demands an immediate, cruel performance. You just fell from a height of almost 1 meter directly onto the hard ground, weighing about 50 kilos. Your bones are still soft, but in less than an hour, you need to be on your feet. If you can't manage it, your mother will abandon you to save her own skin. It is the first lesson of your existence. Immobility is synonymous with death. You try to stand up and your long, disproportionate legs shake violently. Your joints pop as you search for balance on hooves that are still soft, called fairy feet, a protection so you don't injure your mother's uterus. The smell of the damp pasture is pervasive, and every sound, the snap of a branch, the rush of the wind, sends an electric shock through your still immature nervous system. You finally stabilize and reach the mammary glands. The colostrum is your only defense against a hostile environment. But even while you drink, your eyes, positioned on the sides of your head, are already beginning to monitor the horizon. You are born with a panoramic view of nearly 360 degrees, but with a blind spot directly in front of you and another behind you. This means that, from the very first minute, you see the world as a place where danger can come from anywhere, except where you are looking directly. You are a creature of flight. Your heart beats at 160 beats per minute. There is no comfort in your birth. There is only an evolutionary urgency to become mobile enough to run from something you don't even know what it is yet. If you are a male, the destiny is even darker. In a few years, the stallion who ignores you today will become your greatest aggressor, seeing you as a rival even before you know what a harem is. But for now, the greatest risk is the cold. If your body temperature drops below 37 degrees Celsius this first night, your muscles won't have the energy for tomorrow's gallop. And tomorrow, you will have to run for kilometers. A horse's infancy is a military training exercise in exhaustion. At 3 months old, you already weigh 150 kilos, but your bone structure hasn't fused yet. You are a mass of energy and vulnerability. You spend most of your time in a state of hypervigilance, learning to read the body language of the other members of the herd. An ear flick back means an imminent bite. A tail raise means alert. There is no play in the human sense. Every run through the pasture is a rehearsal for the day when a predator, like a cougar or a pack of wolves, decides to test your speed. Your diet transitions from mother's milk to forage, and this is where your greatest biological nightmare begins. Your stomach is tiny compared to your size. It has a capacity of only 8 to 15 liters. This forces you to eat almost constantly, about 16 to 20 hours a day. You are a slave to the grass. If you stop eating for too long, gastric acid begins to erode the walls of your stomach, creating painful ulcers that afflict up to 60% of young horses. Furthermore, you cannot vomit. The valve at the entrance of your stomach is so strong that if you ingest something toxic, or if gas builds up due to excessive fermentation, your stomach will simply expand until it ruptures. It is a slow, silent, and solitary death. Upon completing your first year, you face forced weaning. Your mother, possibly pregnant again, begins to repel you with kicks and bites. Her body heat, which was your only refuge, is denied. You are now part of the juveniles, the lowest class in the hierarchy. You are beaten by older horses for access to water and the best grazing areas. Your teeth start growing, They never stop growing throughout your life, and the sharp edges begin to cut the inside of your cheeks. Every chew is a reminder of your fragility. Sleep is also a dangerous luxury. Since you need to achieve REM sleep for your brain to function, you must lie down, but doing so leaves you completely defenseless. Because of this, you develop the stay apparatus, a modification in the tendons that allows you to lock your leg joints and sleep standing up. The result? You live in a state of chronic sleep deprivation, never truly resting, always ready to awaken in a split second of panic. Adulthood arrives, and you are now a biological athlete weighing 550 kilograms. If people find your gallop majestic, they do not understand the mechanical cost of it. Your legs, below the carpus, have no muscles, only bone, tendons, and ligaments. It is a design built for the efficiency of speed, but it is precarious. If you step in a hole while running at 60 kilometers per hour, the metacarpal bone will shatter. For a horse, a broken leg does not heal like a human's. The blood supply is poor, and you cannot stand still on 3 legs for weeks. The extra weight on a healthy leg will cause laminitis, an inflammation that causes the bone inside your hoof to shift and puncture the sole. A fracture is, literally, a sentence of death by rotting alive. Your routine is a relentless search for resources. If you are a stallion, your life is constant warfare. You must maintain a territory of up to 20 square kilometers and defend your females from other males. The fights are brutal. Kicks that can shatter jaws and bites that rip chunks of flesh. You rarely sleep more than 3 hours a day, divided into small, 10-minute naps. The oxidative stress on your body is immense. If you are a Mare, your life is a succession of pregnancies that drain your calcium and your energy reserves. While you still have to flee predators and compete for food, the environment is your enemy. In the summer, you are tormented by clouds of flies and horseflies that bite your sensitive areas and deposit eggs on your skin. In the winter, you burn calories at an alarming rate just to keep your internal temperature at 38 degrees Celsius. If snow covers the grass, you have to dig with your hooves until they are raw. And there is the thirst. You need to drink between 35 to 50 liters of water per day. During periods of drought, your kidneys start to fail and your blood thickens, making every movement an agony of cramps. The freedom humans envy is in reality a prison of extreme physiological needs and constant fear. You are never relaxed. Even when you appear calm, your ears are swiveling independently, picking up sound frequencies the human ear doesn't even notice, processing every noise as a potential death threat. Reproduction in the world of horses is anything but romantic. It is a transaction of dominance and massive energy expenditure. It all begins with the Mare's estrous cycle, influenced by the length of the day. When the days become longer in the spring, the Mare's endocrine system releases hormones that alter her behavior. She becomes restless and starts emitting chemical signals, pheromones, that can be detected by a stallion miles away. You, as the male, pick up this signal and enter a state of biological frenzy. You use the vomeronasal organ, performing the phlegm response, lifting the upper lip to taste the air. The reproductive encounter is dangerous. The male approaches cautiously, because a Mare who isn't ready can deliver a kick capable of killing the suitor or breaking his reproductive organ. There is a dance of aggression, neck bites, sharp whinnies, and shoving. The courtship ritual serves to test the health and strength of both. When the Mare finally permits the approach, the stallion positions himself over her hindquarters. Mating itself is quick, lasting less than 30 seconds, a necessary adaptation, because during copulation, both are vulnerable to attacks. There is no postcoital affection. The stallion often bites the Mare's mane to maintain position, and as soon as the transfer of genetic material is concluded, the separation is immediate. For the Mare, the real horror begins now, 11 months of gestation. During this period, The fetus consumes up to 25% of the mother's metabolic energy in the final trimester. She becomes slower, heavier, and an easier target for predators. The female reproductive tract suffers immense pressure, and complications such as uterine torsion are common and fatal in a wild environment. If the foal is born during a time of scarcity, the mother can enter a state of catabolism, where her body consumes its own muscles to produce milk. If it is a feral band with many stallions, the risk of infanticide is real. A new stallion who takes over the band may pursue and injure the newborn to induce the mare to go into heat again faster. Reproduction is not about the continuity of the family. It is about the selfish survival of genes in an environment that tries to eliminate them at all costs. The death of a horse is rarely quick or peaceful. It begins with the decline of the teeth. Since your teeth have limited growth despite constant wear, hypsodontia, a time comes around 25 years of age, when they become nothing but smooth stubs or fall out. Unable to grind the tough fiber of the grass, you start to starve with a stomach full of indigestible matter. You lose weight drastically, your muscles atrophy, and your ribs become visible beneath skin that loses its luster. The process of starvation lasts for months. Your joints, after decades of bearing a pound of weight on every square inch, succumb to arthritis. Every step is like walking on broken glass. You start falling behind the herd. The social cohesion that once protected you now abandons you. Horses are group animals, but they have no compassion for those who slow down the escape. You are left behind. Alone, your hypervigilance becomes a torment. Without other pairs of eyes to keep watch, you can no longer sleep. Mental exhaustion is added to physical failure. The final cause of death is usually systemic collapse or predation. If it's from natural causes, your heart, which beat millions of times under stress, finally loses its rhythm. But often, the scent of a weakened animal attracts predators. With no strength left to gallop, your last instinct is to fight, but your kicks are now slow and unfocused. You feel teeth tearing your hide and the weight of the predator upon your back. The last sensory feeling you will have won't be the coolness of the pasture, but the smell of your own ripped flesh and the sharp pain of nerves being severed. The world darkens as your blood irrigates the earth, transforming the noble steed into nothing more than pounds of protein for the next link in the chain. In the end, the horse doesn't find freedom. It just stops running away. You felt every instinct of this life. But nature doesn't stop. There's another skin waiting for you, other claws, other wings, a new way of seeing the world you cannot even imagine. Your next incarnation has already been chosen. Do you have the courage to find out who you will be? If this life changed your perspective, strengthen the herd with your like. Share this unique vision of the world and subscribe. Here, you are never the same for long. Your new identity awaits you next week.